Okay, this is the third time I've done this and it won't upload, so I'm hoping third time's the charm. So my schedule, I have about 6 to 7 classes a day. We have our most all of our classes are 45 minutes long, except for pre-K, which we only have for 30 minutes, which sometimes is not long enough, sometimes way too long, um, depending on the day. Um, I have my planning at the very end of the day, which I kind of like. As long as I don't have afternoon duty, that means it's kind of open ended, which works for me and my brain. Scope and sequence. I had to look that up, make sure it meant what I thought it meant, and it kind of did. As far as using it, I probably kind of try, but I don't know how successful I usually am. Probably not. Um, and as far as planning curriculum, I kind of have it laid down in my head how I want it to go. But as far as writing it down, like documenting it, officially doing it, I would say I don't. But yeah. So how I would plan a year, I try to kind of, again, in my head, map out, how I want things to go. However, things usually, well, in education, you just have to be flexible. Um, and along comes, square one art, which I do in October, which, of course I plan, so it shouldn't surprise me, but it always does kind of interrupt what we're doing already, and whatever unit I might be covering then, just because I want, of course, it's a fundraiser for a Square One artist, so I want it to be a little more product driven, because I need the parents to buy it, so that we can buy things for our art program. So I mean that kind of is an example of an interruption during the year, and it it's kind of like just doing these videos or talking. I kind of have a hard time getting back on track. I go down a little rabbit hole or rabbit trail, and I usually get where I'm going. I just sometimes take the circuitous route, and of course, along with me comes my students. But we always do, get it all covered. Maybe it wouldn't look like from the outside very neat and orderly, but we get it done. But as far as documenting it, not really my strength. I'm not very organized. Not a big planner. I kind of like to ride down the road and say, "Hey, that road looks cool. I've always wondered where that goes," and just go down it. Um, Much to my husband's chagrin. Anyway, what would I like to change? I would like to be more organized. I don't know when that's going to happen. I'm 50, and I have 25 years in, so maybe never too late, right? So I would like to change being and be more organized and be a little bit of a better planner. I mean, because if somebody else had to come in and pick up what I was doing, God forbid, they would be very confused about what things look like. Something new I would like to try, and how I would like to, or what I would like to plan my curriculum around, sort of are going to be sort of the same answer for me. I want to get my students out into nature more, and we've done a little bit of that already. We have a pavilion. We've gone out to the pavilion and worked at the tables outside on a nice sort of mild day. It's not been quite cool enough for me to get out yet. I don't deal well with all the hot. I've become very conditioned to the air conditioning. But as it cools off, I would like to at least go out once a week with my classes, which would work well on our Friday, because it sort of rotates around, and I get the kids. Each class gets to come an additional time. No, that's not right. Anyway, once a month they get to come an additional time during the week. So at least once a month they'd be having art outside once I can get to doing that. That's about it. Thank you.